So yeah, that was actually pretty good. So after years of starting and stopping, new directors, new actors, new scripts and script writers, universe reboots, pandemics, various issues, we finally have a solo Flash movie released right now in all good cinemas and the rubbish ones as well. I have seen it, and here is my thoughts. If you're someone like me who is familiar with the Flash character, the Flash comics, DC's universe of comics and world itself, you'll be very familiar with the basic plot of this movie because it lifts it straight from Flashpoint. And pretty much every trailer gives away nearly the whole movie anyway. Barry Allen, aka the Flash, discovers a new ability, that if he runs fast enough he's able to see and travel through time. He then discusses this ability with Ben Affleck's Batman, who warns Barry of dire consequences. Barry then decides to completely ignore Batman's advice and go ahead and do it anyway. He travels back in time to prevent the murder of his mother and the forced imprisonment of his father. And wouldn't you know it, dire consequences happen. The direst of dire consequences that happens is the return of General Zod in this new timeline to find the missing Kryptonian, terraform Earth and wipe out humanity, because as far as consequences go, that's pretty dire. As there is no Justice League to prevent this, Barry Allen teams up with Barry Allen, Supergirl, and a different Batman to take down General Zod. And that is all I'm going to say about the plot, because to say anything else will probably give away too many spoilers, and you should go see it if you want to avoid those spoilers. You should go see it anyway, it's pretty good. And yes, this movie is a lot of fun. I thought it was a lot better and a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a huge fan of DCEU movies, and if this is the last DCEU movie, it's a great one to go out on. I mean, I don't know if it is the last one. I don't know if Blue Beetle fits in the DCEU. I don't know if it's the start of James Gunn's DCU. But if this is the last one, good. I found the movie to be very funny. There was moments I was laughing out loud at a lot of it. I thought it's endearing and heartwarming. There were a couple of moments where I brought a tear to my eye. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was a good use of my 2 hours and 20 minutes. I don't regret going to see it. The music in it was really good. It fit the tone of the movie really well. Hearing Danny Elfman's score for Batman 89 and Batman Returns on the big screen again brought a huge smile to my face. It gave me goosebumps. I loved that, and I would just hook that feeling to my veins because that was awesome. The acting performance in this was really good. It really helped endear me to the characters. I found myself caring a lot about them and wanting them to win and do well, and I commend the acting performance in this. Ezra Miller leading the movie in the dual role of Barry Allen and the past younger version of Barry Allen. They did really well. Sasha Calle as Supergirl, I loved. I thought she was fantastic. I found myself caring about her despite being on the screen for a short period of time. I really loved her, and I would love to see her continue as Supergirl in James Gunn's DCU. If that happens, awesome. I would love to see more of her in this role because she was fantastic. Ben Affleck returning as Batman for what I believe is the last time. Not in it for a huge amount. Did a good job. I mean, he's always been good as Batman. Despite how my feelings of Zack Snyder's DCEU, Ben Affleck's Batman has always been good. Michael Keaton returning as Batman in this. Yes. More please. I love Michael Keaton as Batman, to the point I still say he is the best live action Batman ever.
I'm Batman.
Dude just nails it. His on-screen presence, the way he delivers it, the way he nails the character yet doesn't nail the character. I thought he's fantastic, and if he can continue on being this and Batman, yes please. If not, I've had my fill. I want more. Everybody else in this was great, but there was one standout, and that was Michael Shannon as General Zod, returning as General Zod, and he stands out in this movie because he's just bad. he's really bad in this movie. If you ever talk about phoned in performances or performances where actor really doesn't care, use this as an example because it ain't good. He just did not want to be there in this movie. To the point that I don't actually feel like he was there. I'm pretty sure in some shots, or most shots, his head was just like superimposed on somebody else's body. This was probably the most, I don't want to say wooden, but one of the most least effort put in performances, acting wise, I have ever seen. And it's just weird because Michael Shannon is a good actor, but in this, he is not good. He is in a movie that has, I mean, I know it's a comic movie, I know it's a superhero movie, but you always get good acting in it, damn it. They are films, it is cinema. But in this, wow, he stands out because everybody else brings their A game. Everybody else is enjoying being there. Michael Shannon, just not good. But the rest of the actors are great. They were fantastic. To the point that I really liked the interplay between the characters. I really cared about the characters. Some of the stuff that happens brought tears to my eyes. I got a little bit emotional. I laughed a lot. I found it really, really funny. 99% of the character work and the acting work in this is fantastic and worked really, really well. Michael Shannon just got that paycheck, didn't he? Can't blame him, dude. And speaking of other things that aren't good, what is probably going to bring my score down by a couple of notches, the effects, the CGI. Now, I don't like to criticize CGI. I see a lot of it on Twitter. People complain about the MCU's CG, DC's, anybody's CG, because it is hard. I've dabbled in it myself. It is difficult. But the CGI and the effects in this movie, just so bad. Really, really bad. Now, when you've got Barry Allen on the screen at the same time, really, really good. To the point, I think it's probably one of the best effects work I've seen of having the same actor in two roles on the screen at the same time. I thought it was really good. It was, the only other time I can compare it to is that Paul Rudd TV show on Netflix, which I forget what it's called, which I thought was the standard. This is really, really good. The rest of the CGI though, when you first see it, when you first see Barry discovering that he can see time, I thought it was a stylistic choice. And then you see the other effects coming in and you think, oh, no, it's just bad. This is like, I've seen some people comparing it to PS1 graphics, PlayStation 1, which I think is unfair on PlayStation 1 because there's some good stuff on there. It's just bad. It looked like plasticine, which I think is unfair to Wallace and Gromit because this was just not good. It was, I can't see, we've had all this time with like delays and the pandemics and all that stuff to fix it. And to still have it look so bad, look so rubbery and bubblegum and plasticine-y, just not good. And I hate to sound like I'm just crapping on it so much, because like I said, effects work is hard. But you had all this time, you had all that money, and it still looks like that? Mate. So using my tool for what makes a good movie to me is, would I go and see it again? Yes, I would. Would I pay to see it again? At a cinema? No. No, I would not. The only time I would go again is if somebody bought me a ticket or my kids desperately want to see it and they're nagging me to go and see it, then to keep them quiet. If you're a parent, you know. You get what I'm saying. Then yes, I would. I would happily watch it on digital when it comes out. But would I go and see it again at cinema but paying my own money? No. But I would happily watch it again when it's on TV or something. So taking all of that into account, plus the fact that I really enjoyed it, I had a good time, I laughed, I got emotional. The acting performances, but Michael Shannon's performance, the effects, Michael Shannon's performance, Michael Keaton's Batman, seeing that again, Michael Shannon's performance, the Batman music, Michael Keaton's Batman, but Michael Shannon's Zod. Ugh. So taking all of that into account, my final score, 6.5 out of 10. Now this is a movie that is going to be talked about a lot on social media, but that is social media. People are going to love it, people are going to hate it. they're going to argue it. I'm going to change my score. I'm going to be a bit more fair. 7 out of 10. Really, really good time, but it is let down by really bad CG work compared to a lot of other stuff that's out now. And Michael Shannon's performance really, really let it down for me. That dude just collected that paycheck, honestly. But the rest of it, yeah, 7 out of 10. I liked it. You might like it, you might not. That's okay. You're allowed to like and dislike different things. It's okay. 7 out of 10. So that was me rambling about the Flash movie. Like I said, it's available to see in cinemas now. If you've seen it, what did you think? Let us know in the comments below. While you're there, like, share, subscribe. Do that one for YouTube stuff I'm supposed to remind you to do. I'm not going to hate you if you don't do it though. It's your choice. You do you. But for now, until the next video, whatever it may be, whenever it may come your way, take care of yourself. Take care of fellow humans. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.